My girlfriend declared, "It's either your gaming friends or me, choose now." After I played for an hour, I said, "Easy choice." Then I packed her things while still on voice chat. My friends heard everything and hosted a party for my Freedom Day celebration. I, 28 male, am sitting in my apartment right now, beer in hand, still processing what just went down. My now ex-girlfriend Melody, 26, is blowing up my phone from her sister's place, but I'm done. Completely done. Been together 2 years, living together for 8 months. She moved into my apartment, my name on the lease, I pay the rent, she chips in for groceries sometimes. That's important for later. So here's what happened. I work as a network admin, pretty standard 9-to-5 stuff. I game with the same group of guys I've known since high school. We're talking 12 plus years of friendship here. There's Diego, Rashid, Tommy, and Jerome. We play twice a week, Wednesday and Saturday nights, usually from 8 p.m. to maybe 11 or midnight. Not excessive, not neglecting anyone, just maintaining friendships like a normal person. Melody knew this from day one. Hell, she thought it was cute at first. Love a man who maintains his friendships, she said. That changed about 3 months after she moved in. Started small. Sighing when I put on my headset, making plans for Wednesday nights, then acting surprised I had gaming night. Picking fights right before I'd log on. Classic stuff. Tonight was Saturday. I'd spent the entire day with her. Farmer's market in the morning, lunch at her favorite spot, even sat through 2 episodes of that reality show about people getting married to strangers. At 8 p.m. I kissed her on the forehead and said I was hopping on with the guys. She lost it. Again? You were just on Wednesday. Yeah, like every Wednesday and Saturday for the past 12 years. This is ridiculous. You're almost 30. And? That's when she stood up, hands on her hips, and delivered the ultimatum. It's either your gaming friends or me. Choose, now. I looked at her for maybe 3 seconds. Easy choice. Put on my headset, booted up Discord. The boys were already on. Yo, what's good? Diego said. Give me 1 sec, guys, just need to handle something. And I started packing her stuff. While still on voice chat, she followed me around the apartment shrieking. What are you doing? You said choose. I chose. You should probably call your sister. You're choosing video games over your girlfriend? No, I'm choosing friends I've had for 12 years over someone who makes me choose. The guys could hear everything. Jerome muted himself, later told me he was dying laughing. Rashid was like, "Bro, is everything good?" "Yeah, man, just taking out the trash. Give me 20 minutes. I grabbed her 2 suitcases from the closet, started filling them. Clothes, toiletries, her jewelry box, the stuffed animals on the bed. She was alternating between screaming at me and trying to grab stuff out of the suitcases. You can't kick me out. I live here. You're not on the lease. You're a guest who's overstayed her welcome. I'll call the cops. Please do. Explain to them how your boyfriend is packing your things after you demanded he end 12-year friendships." Tommy unmuted. "Dude, we can hear all this. You need backup?" "Nah, I'm good. Just start the warm-up without me." Took exactly 18 minutes to pack everything she owned, set the suitcases by the door. She was now cry-screaming about how I was heartless, how I was throwing away 2 years, how I'd regret this. "Your sister's on her way?" I asked. "This isn't over." "Yeah, it is. Leave your key on the counter." She threw the key at me instead. It hit the wall. Diego definitely heard that because he went, "Yo!" After she left, I sat back down at my computer. Deep breath. All right, boys, let's run it. And we played until 2 a.m., best session we'd had in months. Update 1. Thought the drama was over. I was wrong. So wrong. Sunday was quiet, blocked Melody on everything except email, needed a paper trail. The boys and I were cracking jokes in our group chat about me being liberated. Jerome started calling it Freedom Day, the day I chose gaming over games. Monday morning, I wake up to 73 emails. All from Melody, using different email addresses. Everything from "I overreacted, please talk to me," to "You're a pathetic loser who will die alone," to "I'm pregnant." She's not. We were careful and she had her period literally last week. But the best email, forwarded to my personal and work email. An itemized bill. For services rendered during relationship. I kid you not, this girl calculated. Emotional labor. $500 a month, 24 months equals $12,000. Cooking services, 20 meal x approximately 200 meals equals $4,000. She cooked, maybe twice a month, and usually burned stuff. Cleaning services, 100 hours a week, 35 weeks equals 3,500. I have a cleaning lady who comes bi-weekly. Relationship coaching, 2,000, because apparently she was teaching me how to be a boyfriend. Social event planning, $1,500. She dragged me to her friends' parties. Total, $23,000. She wanted me to Venmo her $23,000 for 2 years of uncompensated labor. I screenshot it, sent it to the boys. Discord was exploding. Tommy was like, relationship coaching? Bro, she coached you right out of the relationship. But wait, it gets better. Tuesday morning, I'm at work when I get a LinkedIn notification. Melody had messaged my boss, my actual boss, director of IT at my company. The message said I was emotionally unstable, that I'd violently evicted her, and that the company should evaluate if someone with such poor judgment should have access to sensitive systems. My boss, Craig, called me into his office. I'm thinking I'm screwed. Instead, he shows me the message and goes, "Is this the girl you were dating? The one who complained about the company picnic being on a Saturday because, and I quote, corporate events are wage theft? That's her. Yeah, I'm blocking her. You good? Never better. Cool. Also, my wife wants to know if you're free for dinner Sunday. She's got a friend she wants you to meet. Tell her thanks, but I'm taking a break from dating." But Melody wasn't done. Oh no. I get home Tuesday night to find a note on my door. From building management. There's been a complaint about illegal subletting. Melody claimed she was a tenant who'd been illegally evicted and wanted the building to force me to let her back in. I went straight to the office with my lease, bank statements showing I pay full rent, and screenshots of her emails admitting she was my ex-girlfriend. The building manager, Rosa, looked at everything and said, "This the same girl who complained about the maintenance guy being too loud at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. That's her. She's banned from the property. I'll notify security." Wednesday night rolls around, gaming night. I log on and the boys have changed our Discord server name to Freedom Fighters. They'd even made a custom emoji of broken chains. We're about an hour into our session when Rashid goes, "Yo, pause. Check Instagram." Melody had made a post, a long post, about how she'd been gaslit into accepting gaming addiction, how I'd chosen virtual friends over real love, and how she was healing from techno trauma. The hashtags were incredible. #gamingwidow, #digitalabuse, narcissistic nerd. But here's the thing, she'd blocked me but forgot to block Tommy's girlfriend Lisa. Lisa screenshotted everything and sent it to our group chat. The post had maybe 30 likes, mostly from her echo chamber friends. But the comments weren't going how she expected. One of her coworkers commented, "Didn't you say he only played twice a week?" Another person, "My husband games daily and we're fine. Maybe it's not the gaming?" She dirty deleted within 2 hours. Thursday, things escalated. I get a call from my apartment complex's security. There's a woman in the parking lot claiming someone stole her car. It's Melody. She's telling security that I have her car in my parking spot. The car in question? My 2019 Honda Civic that I bought. That's in my name. That I let her drive sometimes. Security calls me down. I bring the title, registration, insurance, and loan documents. Yeah, still paying it off. All in my name. Melody's there in her sister's car screaming that we bought it together. "Ma'am," the security guard says, "do you have any documentation showing ownership?" "We're in a relationship. Common law marriage." "We don't have common law marriage in this state," I said. "Also, we dated for 2 years and broke up 5 days ago." Security told her to leave or they'd call the cops. She peeled out so fast she scraped her sister's bumper on the parking garage wall. The boys were loving this. We'd turned it into a drinking game. Every time she tried something new, we'd take a shot. By Thursday night, we were planning an actual party. "This Saturday," Diego said. "Freedom Day party, my place." "I'll bring wings," said Jerome. "I got beer," added Tommy. "I'll make my famous dip," Rashid chimed in. And that's how Freedom Day became an official holiday in our friend group. Update 2 Saturday night. Freedom Day party at Diego's place. About 15 people showed up, the core gaming crew plus their partners and a few other friends. Diego's girlfriend Maria made a cake. An actual cake that said "Congratulations on your liberation," with a little fondant ball and chain that was broken in half. I'm 3 beers in, feeling good, when my phone buzzes. Email from an unknown address with the subject line, legal notice. Melody had hired a lawyer. Well, hired is generous. It was one of those legal document websites where you pay $50 for a template. She was demanding 1. $23,000 for services rendered, the same BS list. 2. $5,000 for emotional distress. 3. Half the value of shared assets, my TV, my couch, my everything. 4. Visitation rights to my cat. I don't have a cat. She's allergic to cats. We never had a cat. The legal notice was full of typos and referenced laws from a different state. I forwarded it to my cousin who's a paralegal. She texted back, LMO, this isn't even formatted correctly. Also, she spelled defendant wrong every single time. But the party must go on. We're playing beer pong when Lisa goes, oh my god, check her stories. Melody was at a club, clearly drunk, posting videos of herself with random guys. The captions were variations of living my best life and upgrade season. But in one video, you could hear her crying in the bathroom stall after saying he was supposed to come back by now. Her sister messaged me on Facebook, hadn't blocked her yet. Can you please just talk to her? She won't leave my apartment and she's eating all my food. Remember when she gave me an ultimatum? Choices have consequences. She says you manipulated her into saying that. I have it on recording. My Discord was on. How much would you pay me to change the locks? Nothing. That's your problem now. Sunday morning, still recovering from the party, I get a notification from my bank. Someone tried to make a purchase using my credit card number, the one Melody had for emergencies when we were together. Called the bank, reported it as fraud, got a new card. The purchase she tried to make? A $3,000 handbag. The billing address she used? Her sister's apartment. The bank's fraud department said they'd handle it. Monday, I'm back at work, living my life when Craig calls me in again. Someone called HR about you, he says. My heart drops. Said you were a dangerous predator who manipulates women through technology. They claimed to be a concerned citizen, but accidentally gave their name at the end. Melody something? That's my ex. Yeah, HR flagged it as harassment. They've documented it in case she escalates. Also, they wanted me to remind you about the company's employee assistance program if you need to talk to someone about stalking situations. Is this considered stalking? Attempting to contact you through multiple emails, your workplace, your apartment management, your financial institutions, and making false reports? Yeah, that's stalking. Wednesday comes around, gaming night. I log on and Diego immediately goes, bro, check your Twitter. I don't have Twitter, but apparently Melody does. And she'd posted a thread about how gaming destroys relationships, my story. It was 42 tweets long, 42. It included such gems as, he would abandon me for hours, 2 gaming sessions a week. His friends encouraged the addiction. We've known each other since freshman year. I was competing with pixels for attention. She was on TikTok 6 hours a day. The gaming community is a toxic cesspool of misogyny. Lisa and Maria are literally part of our Discord. The thread had 12 retweets. Most of them were quote tweets roasting her. One said, ma'am, this is less time than my book club meets. But the best response came from Jerome's wife, Patricia, who never tweets. Hey, I'm married to one of those toxic gamers. They helped raise $3,000 for my nephew's cancer treatment through their gaming streams. Also, twice a week isn't an addiction. It's called having friends. Touch grass. Thursday, the apartment drama continued. Melody showed up with a U-Haul claiming she had items to pick up. Security called me immediately. I gave her everything when she left, I told them. She says she has furniture here. The furniture she never paid for? That was here before she moved in, that furniture? Security turned her away. She left, but not before spray painting asshole on the U-Haul and trying to claim I did it. Unfortunately for her, the parking garage has cameras. U-Haul charged her for vandalism. Final update. It's been a month since Freedom Day, and life has been beautifully quiet for the past 2 weeks. But I wanted to share the conclusion because it's something. 2 weeks ago, Melody's sister reached out one final time. She's gone completely off the rails. Can you please just give her closure? Against my better judgment, I agreed to one phone call. Recorded it, obviously. The call started with her crying about how she missed me, missed us, made a mistake. Then it shifted to anger about how I ruined her life. Then bargaining. She'd allow me to game once a month if I took her back. When I said no to everything, she dropped this bomb. I'm already in a new relationship anyway. He's better than you. He has his own company. Good for you. Goodbye. Wait, don't you want to know who it is? Not really. It's Brandon. Brandon, her best friend's boyfriend, the one who just proposed 3 months ago. Does Ashley know? Ashley being the best friend. She will. He's leaving her for me. I hung up and texted Ashley a heads up. What followed was incredible. Ashley called me an hour later. Turns out Brandon had been texting Melody, but not for the reason she thought. He'd been gathering evidence because Melody had been harassing Ashley too, claiming Ashley stole her wedding plans and owed her money for inspiring her engagement. Brandon and Ashley had been documenting everything to get a restraining order. Melody thought the texts were flirting. They were actually him getting her to admit, in writing, to various acts of harassment. The best part? Ashley is a lawyer. A real one, not a template website one. Ashley sent Melody a cease and desist letter that was absolutely beautiful. Professional, thorough, and included screenshots of Melody admitting to plans to ruin Ashley's wedding and take what's mine. Melody's response? She tried to crash Ashley's wedding dress fitting. Got arrested for trespassing and disturbing the peace. Her sister texted me. She's in jail. I'm not bailing her out. Thanks for the 2 years you kept her occupied. But here's the real conclusion. Last Saturday, exactly 1 month after the ultimatum, we had our second Freedom Day party. Smaller this time, just the core group. We were sharing updates when Tommy goes, "So I have news." Turns out Tommy's been dealing with something similar. His girlfriend had been gradually trying to isolate him from us too. Seeing how I handled Melody gave him the courage to set boundaries. She didn't take it well and left. "Welcome to the Freedom Club," I said. "It needs a better name," Rashid laughed. We spent the rest of the night gaming, eating pizza, and realizing that we'd all, at various points, dated people who tried to separate us. But here we were, 12 years later, still gaming every Wednesday and Saturday. Diego raised his beer. "To choosing the people who choose you back." "To real friends," added Jerome. "To Freedom Days," Tommy chimed in. "To never having to choose," I finished. As for Melody, last I heard through the grapevine, she got 30 days in jail, suspended, and community service. Ashley and Brandon's restraining order was approved. Her sister kicked her out. She moved back with her parents. She started a YouTube channel about surviving narcissistic gamers that has 47 subscribers and comments turned off. My gaming setup has never run better. My apartment is peaceful. My friends are solid. And every Wednesday and Saturday at 8 p.m. I put on my headset and remember that I made the right choice. The cat she demanded visitation rights for? Still don't have one, but I'm thinking about getting one and naming it Freedom. Some people think I was harsh, that I should have tried to compromise. But here's the thing, it was never about the gaming. It was about control, about isolation, about making me choose between parts of my life that shouldn't be in competition. Real partners don't make you choose between them and your friends. They join the Discord server and become part of the crew. Lisa and Maria are proof of that. Patricia too. So if someone ever gives you an ultimatum about harmless hobbies and decade-old friendships, remember that the choice is easy. Choose the people who've been there, choose the ones who'll still be there. Choose freedom, and maybe throw a party about it. GG everyone, thanks for reading. P.S. The boys want me to add that our Discord server is not accepting applications from single women trying to fix us. We're good as is.